Hello, if this video has found you, welcome on my channel. My name is Christiana, and today I want to speak about God and His importance in our everyday life. You may wonder lately, you may have many questions about life, about what are you doing here on earth. Maybe you are finding yourself in a difficult situation right now, maybe mentally, financially. Maybe you're not in a place where you want to be right now. But I want to tell you that right now you you are exactly where you need to be, even if you don't feel like it. This may be hard to hear, I know, because you will tell me, yes, but I'm not choosing to be in certain place and to suffer, and maybe I don't have the gut to get out of a certain situation that I'm in. Uh, and I'm here to tell you that yes, you have the option, and you should have the courage, first of all, to get out from any situation that you're in and you don't like it. You are the only one that has the power over it. Even, and I know what you're going to tell me, that there are many certain situations, external um, things that don't allow me to change my current situation. And that is so far from truth. We came here on earth to create and not to consume. And what is happening nowadays, mostly in our life, you see people that are trying to sell you things that you maybe don't need. I'm not saying not to buy anything, but we are consuming so much, and not only we don't only buy things, but we consume during in social media by scrolling. We do this so much unconsciously. We watch every day others people's lives and we don't live our own. And this is also a form of consuming. And you may wonder at the end of the day or during the day why you feel so tired, because you just consumed so much information. And I assure you that most information is not even um, is not helping you with nothing, but comparing most of the times with others people's lives that are not even true. So as I said, we are here to create. We came here on earth to create something. Either it's from our words, even if it's by writing, um, by manufacturing something. We came here to create by being ourselves, our true selves. And this comes only from being authentic. First of all, you need to be authentic with yourself. You need to be like a person that knows himself very well. You need to see what are your qualities and what are your not so good and what are your imperfections, I wanted to say. It is very important to acknowledge yourself, to take accountability about yourself, to be aware about what is going on in your life and what are you projecting externally on other person. Because you want it to hear it or not, every person that comes into your life, it's like a mirror that reflects everything that is unhealed in you. Because we only meet ourselves in others people's behavior, judgments, their judgments, their behavior, their, I don't know, acts of any, and it can be anything good or bad. It's not about themselves, it's about you first of all. It's something that you didn't take accountability first. But this is going to be the subject for another video. So speaking about authenticity, it's the form, it's the way you are completely, no? Of course, along the way, along in your life, um, so being authentic, it's being exactly who you really are, and not only when you're alone, but mostly when you are with other people. You act from a place of you create from a place of certainty that um, you know that that's your God's that your this is your calling. This is what God called you to do, uh, for what you came in this world to do. And this, you may have thoughts about, you maybe had thoughts about this when you were very young, maybe when you were a child or a teenager. Mostly then, it happened for many of us to have to realize that we have different talents, that we want to go on a certain path. But of course, as we grew older, we had all these kinds of limiting beliefs coming over us. Either it was from our parents, from our friends, from society. Mm, I'm sure that you've heard things like, I'm sure you've heard phrases before like, who do you think you are to achieve that? How are you better than X, Y, and Z? And you can make it as that person did make it. And many limiting beliefs that I assure you they didn't come from yourself. They came from exterior, but because we were so young to acknowledge that, and we weren't aware of every of of this of this kinds of external pressure that came over us. And like I, like many of you, struggled a lot on this area, because I knew that I was meant for more. I knew that I had different talents. I know I can make different things, that I just didn't allow myself to do it on that time, because I was trusting somehow, no, the higher the adults, the people that I thought they knew better than me. But the reality was that that was their reality and not mine. Because yes, you can create yours, your beliefs, your thoughts, your energy. This is something that you choose to, you choose to tune in every day. This is not something that should come from outside. This is why it's so important to know yourself, to believe in yourself. And um, yes, it's very important to be confident. If you have that confidence from a very young age, it is incredible. But what is most important than that is the courage to act on whatever you want to achieve in this life. Um, it can be a small thing that you do every day, and you will see the results on long term. But it's going to add every day. It's going to be consistent work, which is better than anything. It's way better than doing something once in a while, once a month. Doing small steps every day, it's going to take you a lot further than doing a a grand thing once a year. No? And having the courage to act on your highest desire that you have in your heart, it's your way to show God that you really trust in what He has put in you, that you acknowledge your gifts, and from this moment everything starts to change. Your life gets um, a completely new meaning. You really feel that you are starting to live, because until then you gave the power away to other people's opinions, what they think about you. Until then you didn't live properly, you just survived. And this is so sad, because many people, most people, they don't know they are not living, they are just surviving in a world who which tell them who they are, because you don't know who you are when you act from survival, from fear, from a place of unworthiness. You don't create, you let other people tell you who you are. And this is such a waste of life. But the greatest gift that we were given is that we can change that every moment by trusting in God, um, by allowing us to be ourselves in the world, to be ready to be seen, um, to express ourselves in the world, because every person has its his unique because every person has his unique way of expressiveness. We all express ourselves in different ways. Some by speaking, maybe in front of thousands of people. Some they I don't know, they plant many trees in the world, and they like it, they enjoy to be outside all day and to connect with nature. Others, they take care of many animals, maybe they work in a animal shelter. Maybe some they fix computers and phones and so on. And you enjoy doing that, no? Because and also when you enjoy it, when you are working something that you really love, it's not called work anymore. It's like a play. It's like a play for you. And this is so important, not to feel like a burden doing something every day that it's just exhausts you, and you try to find a way out, and you just don't know how to do it. You will tell me that, yes, but this is my job, even though I hate it, even though I don't like it, I still have to do it, I still have to pay my bills, yes, I totally get you. I was in that place for a long time, even though I knew that I was meant for more. And until I stepped back and I said, no, this is something that I want to speak in front of you, I want to share with you what I know. And you can do that as well. If your calling is to write a book, or to, I don't know, paint walls, or maybe to do furniture, to make furniture, or whatever your talent is. Of course, talent, it has to be it comes together with work, of course. One without the other, it's possible, but they work together way better. If you follow that desire, that it's not this, not like a desire, but what you feel in your heart that you're meant to do from in that moment. Not just you decide and you also act on it. In that moment, I promise you that the skies are going to be open for you. You will feel limitless, you will feel like doors are opening, and you're not going to just feel it, you will also see it in your life, because maybe it's not going to happen overnight, but it also can happen from one day to another. But you will see how God, because you trust in it, in him and in you, no, you will see how things are going um, to work out in ways that you can't even imagine. And I assure you, there's no greater feeling than knowing that you are on your path, that you are working on your greatest calling. Of course, what you want to do with life changes as you grow older, or you might want to act on your passions that you had since you were a child. um, and this will bring you so much satisfaction, and it's not going to be from a place of ego. It's going to be, you're going to feel this accomplishment, even though it doesn't bring you so much money, but with time it will bring you. You will see um, how you will feel such a peace, such a warmth in your body, such a knowing of, um, I finally, I finally can say that I'm good with my life, that I'm not playing small anymore, and this is something that cannot be bought with all the money in the world. You have to keep telling yourself every day, I know I'm meant for more. I am who I am, and that is enough. Repeat it as many times as you need during the day, and you will see that you don't have to have a lot so you can feel good. You just need to do what you're meant to be doing in this world, and everything will start to make sense day by day. Your unique expressiveness is needed in this world, even if you believe it that it's not. Every person is here on earth because we have all of us, we have a purpose, and we need to find that. We need to find it, to create it, in order for us to have an impact in this world, because whether you believe it or not, we are not by chance on this earth. We all came um, with a very important um, path. We all came here to help one another. It can be with small stuff, with big things. It doesn't matter, but this is our first our main purpose here on earth. God is all about expansion, about creativity, about creation, about doing. Of course, you need to think things first. Sometimes you need to make a plan, and sometimes you don't. But having the courage of trying, of more than trying, it's knowing that I'm going to make it in one way or another. Even if you fail on something from the first time, um, you should definitely not quit if you know that is meant for you, because so many people that are now very famous, they are famous now because they didn't stop trying. They didn't stop believing in their dreams, that they are meant for more. They knew that they have a higher calling that they have to work for. We are all so blessed with gifts that God gave to us from the moment we were born, and we need to be aware of every gift we have, and with this to contribute to the to the wellness of this world, to the for making this world a better place. I know this may sound like a fairy tale. Yeah, I know that you are saying all this beautiful stuff, but in real life it's harder than all this. Trust me that I've been there. Um, I was very shy. I was many negative in many moments of my life, um, and again I tell you 100% that you create your reality. You can literally have everything that you want in this life, and whatever doesn't come to you in a certain moment is because um, you're either not prepared for it to receive it in your life, and that's okay, because you may receive it later in life, and trust in God's plan, because it has a plan. He has a plan for all of us. It's either this is not for you, but I'll give you something better. It's either this or that. Trusting that God has his own timeline. He doesn't act neither later, neither way too early in our lives, because we wouldn't have the knowledge, the comprehension, the mind, the consciousness that we need in order to receive all that we want at that moment. Think like a parent that knows it's not okay to give his child something that knows that it's going to hurt him, because he's too young. He doesn't know how to use a car or a computer, but the parent it will give will give his child the phone or the car or the laptop when he's going to be a teen, and knows that will know how to use it. But until then, you don't know what to do it, because you're not ready so if you're ready to flourish, to grow, to attract everything that you want into your life, put all your trust and in God and in yourself, that if that you can make it, and you will. I promise you. I hope you liked my video, and see you soon.